Greetings, everyone. It is me, Ariane, once again, and I'm bringing a new update on this Ascension process, bringing it to you each time I receive guidance and new templates and new opportunities. So keeping everybody in tune with what's taking place, so you can see where you stand in your own Ascension process. Are you aligned to it? Are you taking part of it? Or are you watching it take place around you? So let's just cover what is taking place and get excited. Let's get pumped up. Let's more joy, more love. Everything is moving so beautifully. I'm watching all these new templates and fields of energy are coming to a completion that have been placed in the earth and around the earth and all through the fabric of creation. To many levels, we are ready. We are in the next phase. The earth is, all the templates are there. Way showers are stepping in and moving into these new frequency overlays so that we can be the stewards of the new earth and can bring in these new templates, these new energies, and begin creating paradise. So we're ready to leave behind the old paradigm and everything that it stands for. We're here to create a glorious reality, a paradise, one that truly honors and supports the very life force and is built and based off the vibration of love. The absolute supreme force throughout all of creation is love. Love is what binds everything. Love is what creates everything. Love is the fabric. Love is, every level of manifestation, for simplest terms. And that's where we're working right now, getting back into love. It's been a very powerful alignments that have just taken place, which have allowed many systems, many levels of consciousness and intelligence move into a new level of consciousness, into a graduatory level. So this is amazing. This is something to really, celebrate, to be in joy about. Many of those here on the earth plane have been going through the Atomic Accelerator. This is a huge honor. This is allowing those who are on the path of ascension to begin reshaping their holograms so that they can receive the etheric templates within their being. They can adapt and assimilate, and then you can step into these new frequency grids. They're already there. You can't see them and experience them until you're a vibrational match. So one, that is raising your frequency, raising your consciousness, and then being a vibrational match to the fifth dimension, sixth dimension, seventh dimension, eighth dimension, and there's many more there, but it's going to take some work if that's where you're headed. Let's, first things first, they're available, they're ready. We're ready to move people through. Many of the energies that were holding the frequency challenges in place across the planet have been removed. Many of the collective energies that have been there for eons and that people have been working through, anything that's been placed over our free will has been removed. Now what anybody has personally, they still have these energies that they have to work through because you're contracted into them. So until you release them and let go of the contracts, there's no way to move beyond that. And this is absolutely vital and important for those who wish to move in the ascension process. And this will really affect especially those who've been following a spiritual path. There is what one starts to reach what may be considered a spiritual maturity, and then at that point, one forgets the path and that it never stops, and they begin believing they've reached a point of completion and there's no longer a need to progress any further. Well, that is contrary to that belief, and that is, consciousness is always evolving, and for our next graduation, into the fifth dimension, you have to release all these lower energies, and I'm not saying that you've accumulated maybe in this lifetime, many other lifetimes, and you're not even aware of it, but it's sitting within your energy field, and it is keeping you there, and often it is influencing you to make decisions that are not in your highest and best good. And this is what keeps many of us from stepping up and into our true light. So this is now, something that's really being brought to the forefront. As these other energies are released, it's going to allow many of us to step into a higher spectrum of joy, of light, and that we can make more educated decisions about our own energy field and, from our heart space. And this is what's taking place. So, do some soul searching. Where do you stand right now with your ascension process? Are you meeting with, ascension teams, your guides? Are you receiving guidance? Are you going through what is necessary to move into the ascension process? Have you, been through any of the purity flames, That's huge. These are necessary aspects. If you do not know where this stands, or you're not even aware of this, chances are, you're not in full alignment with the ascension process. And because this is a choice, and if you do not make the choice first and foremost, then you will not be led into the actions that are necessary to take part of the ascension process. And that is where we are. It is a very delicate process, and it is a process that cannot be overlooked. If you continue daily activities of life and apply no type of effort or no type of participation to the ascension process, then it is not going to happen for you. This is just the way it is. This is, honoring of all choices. To move into a higher state of consciousness, which is balanced within love, you have to go through these lessons. And that's where we all, not all, it's where the majority, humanity, sits in the fourth dimension, waiting to graduate into the fifth dimension and beyond. So, ask for what lessons need to be delivered to you. If you're not familiar, will they be delivered to you in a tangible way? Not until you're a vibrational match to these subtle fields of energy. But I assure you, your lessons will be delivered to you. You will experience them as struggle, suffering, pain, whatever is there for you to move through. And it's not saying you have to live it. It's just going to be brought to you, and you have to balance your energies. You have to move through, and you have to release. Absolute release. We are bonded in these energies and contracted for many different lifetimes, many different realities, and especially those of you who carry a very special light. You have been a target through many realities as well, and thus you have contracted into many agreements that you may not even be aware of. And that's all right. That's just, part of the burdens we've carried for the light that we are. And now we have the opportunity with this awareness. We are bringing the awareness so that you can free yourself and step into the ascension process. Free yourself from these contracts, free yourself from these agreements. Let yourself truly cherish in the light. Or maybe you're watching this and you're not even certain whether you have that or not. Why not go through the process, release it? Are you willing to let go of the ego that says I am this or that, or that tells you you are or are not something? This is a huge important part right now. The ego will lead you there, and these other energies will influence the ego to step into that role. And this is, do some deep soul searching. Where do you stand? Are you willing to let go of everything you've once lived and known to be, to step into a complete new fabric of reality, a complete brand new canvas of potential? It is there, it is available, and it is ready and waiting. And that is what this message is to be delivered today. The ascension process is moving progressively forward, and way showers are stepping into it. Others are starting to wake up to their own light, saying, what's going on? How can I be part of this? What can I do? So it's a great time for reflection and to truly step in. Where am I at on my ascension process? If that's the choice you are making, ask it. Ask your guides. If you don't have the guides, ask those who are in this light that can read energy, that can translate and interpret for you. We have all stepped in these positions for a purpose. We don't wish to be teachers, but we will play that role initially, just as everyone else will, till we all step into our own self-empowerment, where we are our own gurus, our own teachers. We'll do whatever is necessary to get everybody into that alignment. That's the choices we have made, and we're honoring that, and we're surrendering everything we need to step in these roles so that we can serve the greater good, that we can all walk in glory with these new reality frequencies. It's there, it's supporting us, it's all available right now. The energies are absolutely amazing. You may be feeling them right now from this video. It's heavily encoded right now with the new frequencies, the new earth codes. They're here to support it. Everything is here to support it. The frequency challenges that have been placed upon our environment and our whole reality are being removed. These higher ones that are holding the collective energies and whatnot, they're all being removed. The only thing that is left is your own personal agreements. If you've got an agreement or a contract in the certain energies and fields, you have to release yourself from it. You have to move out from that. Once you do, you can step into higher overlays of energy and fully take part of the ascension process. It's there and it's available. Do some deep soul searching. Know where you stand. Know what's taking place, because it is happening. It is not an event down the road. It is not something that's going to naturally happen. It has to be a choice, and it has to be participatory. There are lessons to be learned that for a person to graduate, to move into the higher levels of consciousness, you have to be balanced in love. You have to have a full divine feminine balance within that heart space. and you have to have the necessary coatings. It's, there's no one that is devoid of this process, and that is what the guidance is coming through. We must deliver this, over and over again. It's happening. Before there was a lot of uncertainty. We were just, it's like a pilot program. No one was sure of how it would unfold, what would take place. Well, we're very well in it, and we know the mechanics of how to support it and how to deliver it now. And many of us have stepped into it, so we can be able to show this. And right now, they're saying interdimensional experience is now available. It is there. So those of you who have stepped in, you're working with your teams, ask for it. Do you want to make the connection? The grids are there, the support's there. I've been lucky to have a few experiences myself that have really just made my heart jump, and just do a crazy dance. It's amazing to connect with these different beings, and this is just, this is the initial portion of it. I'm still not a vibrational match to make this even higher connection, and I'm still going through my process just with everyone else. But what I'm experiencing is beyond words. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely amazing. And that is what first contact, all this will happen. It's on a personal level. It can't happen on a bigger level until you're a vibrational match. And I even had to ask myself, am I a vibrational match? Because I get nervous when it's like, all right, they're ready to bring experience. And I'm like, okay, this is real, And then, getting nervous, all these old things are surfacing. I see, you have to release all this stuff. Anything that's keeping you from standing in full integrity of pureness and presence of light and love has to be removed. There's no way to graduate into the higher frequency levels. So I'm now adhering to this process. I'm seeing this process unfold, and I'm accepting it just for what it is. I'm grateful that I have this connection and that I'm able to move through these lessons accordingly. It's absolutely amazing, and it's absolutely personal. And that's why it cannot be delivered in any certain fashion of how it is or is not, because it's a personal process for each person and the choices they make to support their own ascension process. So, and that's what we're seeing, and that's what the way showers are going to share their own individual stories, so that we can see that it is a little bit of a different experience for each person, what they may go through to fully be a part of the ascension process. So that is, that is what is taking place. That is what is in alignment right now. So ask yourself deep in the heart, is that something you want to do? Do you wish to be part of the ascension process? If so, well, here's the opportunity. It's there. No one is going to do it for you. Nobody can do it to make these choices for you. You make the choice, and then you actively participate in it. And that's where we are, releasing all these old paradigms, these old energies, so we can step into it. We cannot take this with us. That's part of the old schoolhouse of the lower dimensional energies. Those of you who are done with that and are ready, here you go. Here's your opportunity. It's available. Step into any processes, working with energy, decrees, mantras. It's all there. You'll see those around you who are expressing this high joy, and you're feeling their vibration now. And you're seeing when you step into these higher frequencies, your very presence emits a vibration that everyone can feel. It's like a pure divine presence. It's absolutely amazing, especially to see other people react to this, to feel this, and you're like, okay, I get it. Being my own light, being my greatest truth, I changed the world through my own presence. Who comes in, who contact with me, who steps in my anywhere within my energy field. I bring forth the higher energy with me, and I set the precedence around there. I don't no longer affected by lower frequency energies, because I've claimed domain over my own field. And I work to strengthen that and maintain that vibrational frequency. Keep the vortex running, keep the chakras running. This is how you stay in higher frequency, and then you're in the higher levels of consciousness. So this is just kind of some, brief mechanics of what's taking place. It's absolutely amazing. Look around you. Look to those who are in part of the ascension process and that are very, very aware of the energies. They're talking about it. You're feeling it. You're feeling it already within your heart space. You're getting it all around the environment. Well, these are all being delivered to the earth. It's ready. The earth has already ascended into newer frequencies. Many of the elemental realms are in all their new positions and frequencies, and they're supporting us now. They're supporting us. And that's where we have to make the active choice and then participate in it. How is that taking place? There's many different ways. If you're uncertain, ask. I can assist you. There's many others. Look out there. We're all stepping into these places so that we can assist those who are uncertain of what it is. And if you haven't made these connections, We're here to do this together. We're here to support one another. We're here to uplift one another. We want to give everybody the choice and the option that it is there and available if you wish it to be so. If you don't, you're honored for that as well. You may that's the beauty of God's grace. God honors all choices. You know, if you're still wishing to learn the energy or the lessons through the lower energies, by all means, go for it. You know, that's it's essential and vital to the development of the soul. Those who have been walking the path already and have went through them, hey, and you're ready to move beyond it, the ascension process is here. Maybe you're just stepping in and you're not sure, but you're ready to move beyond it. That choice is there too. Everything is made available now. The choices are being made available. So it's just absolutely phenomenal. I'm seeing, you know, this new light, this new profound sense of awareness and state of being is moving through, and it's just like, it's making me flutter, it's making me cry, tears of joy everywhere I go, everything I see. I'm just really just enjoyed to know that it is taking place. And you know, I look around, it's not yet developed because it takes a whole collective to change the world and all the environment around it. But changing yourself makes the first initial step. And that's what we all have control over, is changing ourselves. And once we align ourselves to the heart of Source, Creator, God, then we get the full keys and the full tools and the resources available to create the paradise we wish. It is available. No longer are these challenges going to keep us from what we wish to create. So just have to step into the light that you are, and you'll see we're ready to move forward. This is it. This is the ascension process as it is. It is no more, it is no less. You make the choice, you move in through whatever the processes are that allow you to raise your frequency, that allow you to step into the ascension process. This is what it is right now. Will you be leaving the planet? Will you be jumping into different bodies? Well, all of them are possibilities. And only will it be provided to you when you are vibrational match to that information. We each have specific things we are here to do, fulfill divine missions, and also support this ascension in many different ways. Do you know that yet? Okay, that's where you have to move in to your own ascension process to receive that guidance, to receive that instruction, so you can be in full alignment and you will receive what you are to do. You know, those of you that will be leaving planet, you'll know when it's your time. You know, ask your heart, what did you come here for? Was it just to take part of the ascension? Know that there's many, many, many systems out there in realities that are going through ascension processes and that are in full spiritual accord. You could have went there, you could have taken part of any of them systems and not had to go through the challenges and the struggles here. You know, you could have done it through easy process. You've all chosen to come here to aid and assist the entire planet with this process, not just to come and be witness and participate in it. And you know this to be true. You know this in your heart. The challenges have been great. They have been far, and this has caused many of you, a longing and a desire just to, walk away and to be back in the environment you know, feel, and trust in your heart. Well, that's here. We're bringing that here to the earth. That is part of the ascension process. We're bringing it here. We're not ascending and leaving right now. There are many options that will be made available to those who are in alignment with that. But that is neither here nor there, and nobody knows how that's going to happen. All we can do is tell you what is taking place right now and what the focus is. The ascension is happening on the earth, and we're raising the frequencies, the whole grid around it in the framework. And that's also within us as well. That is what's taking place. We're all being called to step into a higher level of service so that we can assist others in making these choices. We cannot do it alone. We cannot do it without one another. That's the way it is. But each person has to make that choice first and move into that process. And that's what we're doing as way showers, stepping into these roles and being pioneers of this process that has not happened in this particular manner. So that's why it is brand new. It cannot be foreseen before. So all the many stories, let go of them. Any preconceived notions, ideas, let go of them. Allow it to be presented to you each moment, because it is personal and it is specific and it is unique to each person. How it will be affected on the greater level will be provided when we are vibrational matched to that. I'm not even getting that yet. It's more clutter. I don't need to know it. Obviously, I just need to work on me and whatever I am delivered that I can assist in and act as an instrument for. And I'm grateful for that. Biggest lesson that I'm being taught by all my guides is to let go of the mind that wishes to rationalize and figure it all out. This is way too big to figure out. It cannot be fathomed with with the lower functions of the mind. And that's what, until you're vibrational match that, you don't receive it. So I'm not receiving it either. I'm like, okay, it is what it is. This is exactly what it is. It's no more, it's no less. This is where it's at. Where do you stand? And that's what we're putting it out there. We're expressing all these different opportunities that are right now taking place. This is it. And doesn't matter what the words are even being expressed right now, because you're feeling it in your heart. You're feeling it in the vibrations of the entire earth, and that's extending. It's already there. That victory's there. You know it in the deepest recess. Feel it. Trust that right now. Now act upon it. How would you want to do it? You do this within many of your aspects of life. You bring this forth. How do you get from point A to point B? How do you get anything accomplished? How do you acquire anything? You follow a process after once making an act or making a choice, and then you act upon it. Ascension is the same, and it requires certain lessons that must be passed to graduate in the higher states of consciousness, because you have to be balanced in love. That is the only way we can create a higher reality, is if we are completely centered and balanced within the vibratory pattern of love. Love is what allows the greater light constructions, the greater light technologies to come through. And that's why free energy and all these higher technologies have not been able to be brought to us. We are not a vibrational match to wield them laws as a collective, and that is why we do not get to receive them until we are balanced in love, because they can be misused for inappropriate use. We've seen that, we've heard that, we know it in our cellular memory. So we have to be a vibrational match to these greater laws so that we can wield them with the full inner understanding and balance necessary. And that's where we're at. Who doesn't want that? Okay, you want that? I want that. Well, step on, step in, step into you, step into the process, take an active role, take an active participation within this. If you're uncertain, ask. I'm here to assist in any way, to show you techniques of self-empowerment, whatever it needs for you to believe and trust what is taking place and how to move into alignment with this. It's the only way that we can create a better world, is if we're all in the same same frequency and same understanding and working towards the same goal. So that's where we're at. We can change the reality we live in. We're not a victim. We're not forced to be here. We're not having anything pushed upon us. We always had a choice, and we have made choices to receive these old paradigms into our reality. So as long as we don't participate in that, or make it very less participatory and be working towards the new earth and the newer realities, you'll see all that stuff is going to slowly fade away. All those structures are going to crumble. All those systems will no longer play an effect, but they cannot dismantle until we release ourselves from them in the entire processes at some point. So you have to make the initial step. You have to take action towards a different reality. Without that, it will not be provided for you on the outside. This is all a participatory event. We have to do this together in unison and through our heart space, through love. This is it. This is where we're at. It's an exciting, exciting time to be alive. There's a lot of mixed feelings. Nobody knows, like, well, how is this? How are we going to let... Who knows that? We cannot say how any of this is going to take place. We do not know that. First and foremost, we need to, one, move back into our true God selves, our highest frequency possible, so that we can make decisions based on love and that truly support creation and give it the full potential that it deserves. And it can only be done so until we're fully balanced within our own vibratory patterns, this higher consciousness. So that's where we're at. We can't say what anything is, because it is not yet created. It is not yet there. So what we're doing now, stepping into our light. And you'll see, as you raise your frequency, clarity comes in, balance comes in. There is no more looking at struggles, limitation. You see, the universe is abundant, and now it's coming to us. Because we are here to support the new earth. Prior to that, you were following whatever your own soul's path was to get to this point. And this is all part of a program that each of us have that are running, for our missions here, and how, we can step into it. So the sooner you take part of the process, the sooner you can let go of that old program you know, that had to be there until you moved into your divine mission, you know, and that was once the energies are there to support us. So now we're stepping into this next level. This is where we're at. This is where the ascension process is. The day is May 25th, right now, 5:25. That's a good number. So it's just absolutely amazing. You know, this whole WESAC energies that came through just recently were the big graduating frequencies on all levels. You know, so you're seeing it, you're feeling it, you're experiencing it, especially you way showers. If you're seeing this, you already know it. You're like, oh wow, this is okay. This is what's happened. I feel it. I know it within every bit of my being. Those of you who are already in alignment, you know this too. There is, you know, don't even rely on my words. Check in your heart space. That's where truth is, you know. So it doesn't matter what I deliver. It matters what you feel, you know. And I'm only telling you to tune into this. Tune into it like you've never tuned in before, because this potential was never here before. So everything you've tried, everything you've ever did, meditated, walking, jogging, exercising, eating, none of that has ever been available in these new frequency spectrums now. So it changes the whole playing field now. That's why we're asked to let go of everything. We cannot bring any of that mentality. It's all systems of limitation. You know, there's a lot of that stuff that's part of the old reality that is still useful and beneficial, but not in the context in which it is delivered or understood as. You know, they've been taught into tight binding systems that keep us in a you know, more of a box, you could say, in a structuredized, you know, form of thinking. So, and that's where we're letting go, so we can be in full potential, where we can just expand at any particular level, moving through all of this, you know, in the best way possible, you know, adhering to each of our own unique processes. It's a very unique process and very special. I'm grateful to be able to go through this and offer, you know, guidance, support, and share, you know, bits and pieces that I'm going through. It's absolutely amazing. I'm connecting with all these interdimensional beings, and the love is just so amazing. It just brings me down to absolute puddle of tears of just joy, because I know, I'm like, wow, that love, I know that deeper than I even know who I am. I didn't, you know, I know this, the core of my soul, the core of my being, you know. And that gives me purpose, that gives me drive, that gives me more encouragement to hop up here on this video and express myself and express what is taking place. I want to be open, I want to be transparent with what is going through, you know, and I want to be an instrument and deliver what they wish, you know. So I want to walk in all these paths. I want to show this is a multifunctional, multi-dimensional experience on all levels, you know, and it's absolutely amazing. Euphoria is being experienced within my sensational bodies, you know, all these new things. It's absolutely amazing. I've never felt lighter. You know, I've had the opportunity to go through the Atomic Accelerator a few times. What is this? This is a light technology designed to accelerate your spin, your atomical structure, which allows you to change your hologram, move it to a less dense structure. This is how you start moving into higher vibrational frequencies. This is what it means to move in dimension. You spin faster, meaning there's less gravitational pull, keeping you down to density. So you'll still walk just like we, but you'll be less dense, and that's the beauty. And what I've seen and what I'm experiencing from the end results is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And I'm lucky to see many have just stepped into this position over the last week. First initial steps of graduation. Thank you. This is beautiful. More people that step into this, the quicker we build paradise. So it makes my heart extremely happy. I'm ready to see this. I'm ready to feel it. I'm ready to experience it on all levels. You know, as I'm living through others watching this take place, you know, it gives me confirmation that it's all real. That it's not just me. You know, I'm not speaking from whatever. I'm seeing it. I'm feeling it. I'm knowing it. It is there. It is on all levels. We are all taking part, you know. So it's just, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. This is the Ascension where it stands as of May 25th, 5:25. This is it. This is the lowdown. This is through my eyes, through my guidance and my experience, you know. So don't let this be, you know, the end all, the finite, this is or is not. This is what I can deliver, you know, how I'm experiencing it and what I'm going through, you know. Validate it through your own experience, validate it through your own guides, validate it through your own heart, or don't validate it at all if it doesn't resonate to you. All I can do is be me and be the most joy and love that I can be and express what I'm going through and encourage you to step into the same role. You know it to be true. Those that are already moved through these lessons, and release some of these challenges. Ascension is here. The process is in place. Step into it, be an active part, and join us here in this new kingdom, this new earth. It is ready to be created in the image and likeness of greatness, and that's what we have to do. That's where we're at. The responsibility is back to us now. It is on nobody else. It's right here with us. And why would we want it? What joy would it be to be creators and take part of something if we did not create it first? So let us create something that honors our own desires, our own wishes, and our highest and best good, giving us the most potential that we can expand in any way we wish, given that we're a vibrational match to the frequency we wish to expand in. So that's it. That's where we're at. It's love, more joy. Feel it coming off me, feel it coming through the air, feel it anywhere. See it expressed in your friends and your family. You're going to start noticing all this, and like I said, don't take my word. See it, feel it, experience it. It's out there. It's taking place, and it's just amazing, amazing, amazing. Beyond words. I mean, beyond words. That's it. I'm just joyed. Thank you for allowing me to bring this video through and share my stories, share my experience, and what my guidance is that's coming through on this ascension process. So I look forward to bringing more updates and more stories, and of course sharing these new energies so you can see, feel, and experience them as they come in. Don't take word for it. Feel them on this level right now, moving into your field. Like, wow, I think I like that. I think that feels good. I think it's very comforting. You'll know it. It's, that's home. Welcome it in. It's nowhere else outside of it. It's in our own heart space. And if we don't move into that, you'll never find home anywhere else. Because anywhere else where that is, that means you're in your heart space, if that's where you remember it. Make it be here. Create it here. Create it within your own state of being. And see that will be reflected in your whole external reality. So thank you for tuning in. I leave you with this loving last words to show you, just saying I love you and the vibration that comes through it. I want you to feel that as I say these words, now that my heart is aligned to the heart of God. So you see just how our simple words are able to change the reality and really be felt and expressed. So without further ado, I love you with all of my heart. Through my heart into the heart of God, the instrument that I have chosen to be to deliver divine will so that all may cherish these beloved frequencies of light and love. I love you, I love you, I love you, and I thank you. Blessings beseech you on this great path. Have a wonderful day.